Now, one of the strengths that really knows how to bring out the strengths of others is Maximizer, which is, of course, in your top 5. Right. Can you talk a little bit about how you've brought out the strengths in others?
Well, so when I think about Maximizer, I think about in my own journey, I've always wanted to get the most out of every moment, the most out of every meeting. I don't want to have inefficiencies. And I think that kind of came from the Maximizer idea. But when I look at the people that are helping me lead this huge university, every single one of them is gifted. And I need their gifts in action because they have strengths that I don't have. And so now that I know what everybody's strengths are, I'll ask them, okay, what is your harmony strength saying to you right now? I like to joke about that one because harmony is like next to the bottom of mine. So, just being upfront about it. And we're all really comfortable with the language and we all know what it means. And when we get stumped sometimes, we'll say something like, okay, Mr. Deliberative, how would you help us with this today? You've been sitting there, so what are you thinking? And it just helps. It brings some levity, but it also brings attention to the things that need to be looked at and identified. So it's been great as a language that we all use. So this is just something that's true about me. I don't like long meetings. I don't like inefficiencies. I don't like I don't want to waste anyone's time. I'm always asking people after a meeting, was it worth your time being here? And I think that relates to maximizing. I want to maximize the moments we have. People are busy. Your team is busy, my team is really busy. So to carve out and say, I need 90 minutes of your time for a meeting every 2 weeks, that's a lot of time. Mm-hmm. And so I just think about getting the most out of it. And I want everyone to feel like it was worth their time. So I've always thought about maximizing the moment, maximizing the opportunity, maximizing the situation. And the Maximizer strength has begun to teach me about, well, you want to maximize, get the most you can out of the team you have. So, but I think I could be better at that, to be honest with you. When I first started, I got a new job at Nebraska. I went from the business school up to the executive vice chancellor role. And there was someone in that office that I had thought, as a dean, I had to work with a person. And the person seemed slow, seemed kind of bureaucratic. And I remember thinking, oh gosh, that's just not that doesn't mix with me very well. Slow, bureaucratic, I don't like rules. I want to move and get things done. I got to the office, began to learn about this person, and context was her number one strength. And I immediately went, that's what it is. And then I learned she became the most valuable person to me because I would be able to say to her, we got to speed this up just a little bit. But I never went jumping off a cliff not knowing what rule I was breaking or what I should know before I did it. And I came to value that so much. So I misunderstood. I think without strengths, I might have gone over there and thought, our personalities are not going to mix. And so that was my real first eye-opener, like how valuable it can be as a language to talk to one another. And I remember being in the middle of conversations with her, and either she would say, okay, it's my context thing going, but just go with me here. Or I would say, okay, let's get this going. Context is getting in the way. So it's been wonderful that way.